man, the master, Mr. Chris the Hypnosis. Chris has been helping me for months now.
Yeah.
And we joke about it as Operation 2.0 New Joe, but
Right.
it really has opened up a whole area of my life where I ask myself on a daily basis, what is it that I'd like to accomplish? And matter of fact, when I wake up in the morning, what is it I want to accomplish today? You know, and you've got me looking forward, and that process has been great. And it started with I want to lose my belly.
Yes.
You know, and now I don't even think about losing the belly, but I do think about what it is I'm doing with my life. I mean, it's the reason why we're taping this show and putting it on YouTube, and I'm trying to write another book, you know, and
Nice.
and Wayne and I are trying to put some stuff together, some marketing stuff together. So I do find myself moving forward. So my definition of what you do is you take good people and make them great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you know, when
you don't like the word great, though, do you?
I do like the word
Okay.
great in a way, because here's what I think. I when I talk to clients, I always say my clients always, when I meet them, they're always perfect when I meet them. They walk out better. And what I mean by that is a lot of times I have clients, like recently I worked with an athlete at actually a college who she was on this soccer team. And she's been doing soccer since she's been 3 years old. She knows it. She understands it. She's gotten it. And one session the very first session we had, actually, she came to me. She's like, all I could keep thinking about is all the bad areas, how I'm not doing this and how I'm not doing that. And I said, what if you took a picture of all the good areas and pasted them into the game? And really start focusing on what that is. How would that make you feel? What are you doing? What is that going to excite you? So when you walk out in that field and say, I've got this, I've already won it, and have that attitude of, watch me, tell me, say no. And they do that, and we bring that passion forward. And that's really what it's about, is driving that passion with people. And athletes are a great example. You are a great example, because here's not only that, the new 2.0 Joe wasn't about just losing the weight. It was about your identity, how you can get up in those days of like, I don't want to do this, to I'm going to go and get this done because there's more to this than just me or this moment right now, and there's a bigger picture.
Yeah, that is the point. There is a bigger picture. I mean, I've lost 2 pant size in this process.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and that was never the goal. You know,
Right.
I just wanted to look in the mirror and see a thinner Joe. You know,
Right.
and so for me, it's not that has necessarily happened. Like when my wife goes out and buys different pants and I put them on, she looked at me and she said, you do realize those are 2 pant size down. You
Very
know?
nice.
So sometimes you don't realize what's happening, but it's as if I'm moving past just my look.
Absolutely.
And it really is about everything in my life, not just one thing that I originally contacted you about.
Right.
Talk a little bit about the team sports that you're starting to focus on, because I really find that intriguing.
Right. Athletes in themselves, I love them because they already have their worst challenges is when they come to me, they're frustrated that they can't break through something. That's their automatic. They're already great. They train themselves. So I worked with a cross-country team at a high school who's going to a state championship this Saturday. It's their final one. And through the year, they've kicked butt. But the coaches brought me in because they said, wait a second, we want you to make sure we ignite these guys, we get them on fire. So I worked with these kids, about 20 of them from 9th grade to 12th grade, and we just rocked it. And they walked out. The coaches were like, wow, we finally see the spark in their eyes. They already had that there. What I did is I helped them, so it brings it out. So when they go look at that field Saturday, they just go and they just enjoy the process. And it becomes not just the running, it's about the part of it, the moment, the emotion. What's it going to be, next 3 months, 6 months? How's that going to make them feel, and bring that emotion forward? Because that's really what it's about. Athletes want to be significant and grow and perform.
You know, Chris, you and I have known each other for a while, and one thing that I just know people are thinking is you've got hypnosis in the name of your business, and they picture you sitting there, swinging a watch in front of the eyes, but yet here you're dealing with groups, and here you're dealing with, somebody like Joe, and you're not doing that.
No.
I mean, and so just say a few words about what it is that you do really do, because it's not quite as mystical or mysterious, just as important, just as effective.
Right.
But so some people might say, how could he possibly wave the big? They must be waving a clock in front of that group.
Right.
So explain a little bit what the difference really is, if there is any.
There is a difference. Well, what I do with clients, when you look at yesterday, I was working with the high school team. They were all standing and we were all outside. Then their eyes were open and we were having a conversation, but I was leading them. Part of it is understanding what it is you want. And what is it going to feel like when you get that? And it's always about the feeling. But you don't have to sit in a chair and go, well, this guy's going to talk to me and then I'm going to be this different person. I always look at the person of what are we going to bring out of you? So when you walk out my door, you go onto the field, that's part of it. We do this in conversation naturally every single day, whether we know it or not. We learn how to inspire each other. We inspire ourselves with our self-talk inside. So with groups, I'm having a move. I'm bringing out the emotion. I'm focused on what's it going to be like. Why do you want that? So much so that when I look at Joe, for example, who we really only texted actually a few times in the past few months, I'm looking at him and he's looking absolutely amazing.
Go ahead and say it, sexy.
I mean, you really are. I mean, I look at him and it's
sexy.
I was wondering, going, okay, we've texted back and
The
forth.
big tasty. Sexy too.
But he's
gosh.
He had energy when I first saw him. He has more energy now, and he actually looks a lot healthier and just on fire. So That's what I do with my clients. They're a part of the process. It's not me doing anything to them. It's helping them grow.
I agree.
Cool.
I absolutely agree with that. Yeah, it really is bigger than you think. And I've said this before on the show when we've talked about this, you putting me in control.
Yes.
So it isn't him actually doing something to me. It's him giving me some tools so I can control my feelings and thoughts.
Right. You become in charge of what it is. You're responsible for your success every single day. I can't control that. I can help bring it out. I can help condition it. And then just like athletes, we're going to make sure we condition it on a daily basis or do rituals or something. And then you own it. And once you own it, that's where the true success lies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
I called him one time when I was looking at a piece of pie, and he laughed and he said, "I'll tell you what, walk away," and because he knows, I got this big smile. He said, "Walk away," and that big smile, you know what that is, Joe? That's a victory smile.
Yeah.
Just walk away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is stupid, but I sure did. I was smiling.
Yeah.
This is a victory. This is a victory.
It's great.